Hey guys, welcome back. This is Confusing Bits. I am Corey, and today we're going to talk about the River Cottage Curing and Smoking Handbook by Stephen Lamb. Too long, didn't read. It's an alright book for curing and smoking, but I think you get most everything that you would need just watching YouTube. I mean, if you want something that's like could sit on your shelf, um, suppose it's good in that regard, but it's not a bad book. It's just I kind of bought this on the whim and I kind of regret it. But anyway, um, stick around if you want to learn more. So this is, let's do a blurb right quick. Stephen is relentlessly passionate about this subject. His never-ending fascination for charcuterie and salami, for cures and brines, for the subtle interplay of salt, smoke, and time. It's been a joy to see him pass his passion onto the people he teaches, and I'm thrilled he is now doing the same for readers of this brilliant book by Hugh Fernley Whittingstall. What a name. Yeah. This new edition is the award-winning River Cottage series is bursting with essential information for sourcing, butchering, smoking, and curing meat, fish, cheese, and vegetables at home. Stephen Lamb, a respected charcuterie authority, dissects the traditional methods of curing and smoking to the most simple procedures, relying on abundant visual resources and 50 recipes to educate and inspire. This accessible, compact handbook begins with detailed breakdown of tools from sharp knives and blah, 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 and an explanation of the preservation process, including the section which cuts are best for various methods of curing and smoking. Then dives into each method from dry curing to fermentation, brining, and smoking to in a straightforward, comprehensive manner. And for each technique, there are impeccably tested recipes, including chorizo, Scotch eggs, hot smoked mackerel, prosciutto, and dry cured bacon. Stephen Lamb has been involved with the River Cottage since the very beginning, hosting events living at the farm and appearing regularly on the television series. He also teaches at the cooking school where he specializes in curing and smoking and meat. He lives in Devon, UK. Connect with him at Twitter Twitter at Lamppost. Yeah. It's X, by the way. For people watching back in the day, Twitter used to be called, X used to be called Twitter. And maybe it's called Twitter again by the time you're watching this. Hopefully so. But anyway, so apparently there is some television series that I probably should have tried to find and watched before I did this video, but we're just going to do it anyway. So I guess there's some kind of television series called The River Cottage. Apparently they have a series of books based on the thing. I think it's so cool that his name is Lamb on the Curing and Smoking Handbook. His last name is Lamb. So great. It's a cute little book. Has excellent photography in here. Look at these sections here, and it kind of mentions like very nice recipes and stuff. So yeah, it breaks down like how to do basically everything that you would want to do with curing and smoking, which, when I got the book, I was like, this is a really small book. And then I was realizing, like, you know what? We used to do this for thousands of years. It can't be that complicated. And indeed it's not. There's a few things you watch out for, and they talk about it here. They talk about just doing salt cures. They talk about using curing agents. They talk about how to do drying agents. They talk about how to weigh and measure things properly to know when it's done. They talk about the meats and everything like that. So if you just want a one-stop shop to kind of get you introduced to pretty, from what I can gather, pretty much all of the major methods that you need to know to be able to cure and smoke things. I think this is a good book, but I watched this YouTube video. So I don't know. One day I got down the YouTube rabbit hole, and I eat a carnivore diet, so pretty much everything I eat is fresh meat all the time. Sometimes you want a little bit of variety. So occasionally I have like beef jerky, especially I go play D&D and stuff. I'll have beef jerky and stuff. And I'm like, well, what if I start trying to make my own beef jerky or my own sausage or something where I know everything. Because that's the thing. Now I like buy a whole half beef at a time. So that's like whole half of it, kind of like straight down the middle. You get all of the cuts from basically half the cow, and it sits in a chest freezer and buy it all at once. It's super cheap and everything, so I eat all that. So I know, and it just comes down the road, like literally 5 miles down the road. I could run there if I wanted to, and I could see the cows, and they're regenerative raised. There's no GMO, no like, they're organic. So there's no herbicides, pesticides, no hormones, no antibiotics, no steroids. None of that stuff is used on the farm. Know the farmer, the rancher by name. It's the best deal. Like I know exactly where my food. The point is, I know exactly where my food comes from. So it would be nice because right now I buy my jerky and stuff just off the shelf and everything. But it'd be nice to be able to just make my own. That way I know what's going in it, because sometimes I do feel sick after I've eaten some of the beef jerky, some types of beef jerky, because I don't know exactly what they're including in it, some like spices or something like that. And so it's an ongoing battle, and like I thought I would try to get it. And plus, it introduces more variety than what I get. I'm mostly satisfied with my diet, but this will introduce a little bit more variety. And so I want to get into curing and smoking. So I went down the YouTube rabbit hole, and one of the people that I watched recommended this book. Well, then I got through reading, I was reading through the book, and to be fair, I only got like halfway through the book, and I was like, okay, I know all of this stuff because I binge watched YouTube and learned everything. For the most part, I learned all the important bits. So if you like reading, and the pretty pictures and stuff, that's really good. I don't want to knock on this book. It's not a bad book. I just think there's a better medium for teaching this. YouTube teaches things so much better to me. In most regards, YouTube teaches things better, faster, and obviously for free. But in 20 years when YouTube has gone away, I'll still have this book. So it's But will I need the book in 20 years after I've been doing this for 20 years? I don't think so. Anyway, it was a good book. I think maybe it was an impulse purchase that I do kind of regret. It's probably was unnecessary, but she recommended it, so she apparently found it more helpful. Maybe eventually I'll find it more helpful, but so I did do my first cure. I did just a straight cut with a was it flank steak? It's a really long flank steak, I think it's called. I did a soft cure of that for like a week or two or something like that. Whatever, you hang it up, you put salt on it and you hang it up. You let it brine you let it brine for like a week or two, and then you take it out and you hang it up for like another week or two until it loses so much weight. I wrote it down. I can't remember what it was, but lose so much weight and then it's done, right? And so I had it. It was disgusting. So I got some work to do. It's just like I don't. Maybe I'm just not used to the funk. I don't really like funky flavor things though. So that's another part of it as well. I don't usually like fermented things. Some people love that stuff. Like I don't even like pickles. Like especially dill pickles. I like sweet pickles because it's not funky, but I don't even like pickles, right? I could barely stand the pickled jalapenos, right? The sliced pickled jalapenos. I could barely stand that. So anyway, so I think that's just maybe I had to use a different method or add some more flavoring or something. I don't know. We'll try again, but it's fun. It's an interesting new little hobby that I'll do with over the years, and we can get this video done before 10 minutes are up, guys. So yeah, this was the River Cottage Curing and Smoking Handbook. I'll catch you guys next time. Toodaloo.